right, y'all. Welcome back, Solidified Podcast.
You press one? Oh, we lit?
Yeah, we lit.
Oh, we lit. I didn't even know y'all. They don't tell me nothing.
You know, we chilling though. We chilling. But it's Ali sitting next to Lola B to the right of me, and I got my man, Yo Shiz to the double right.
You better
Boy,
introduce
Shiz.
me properly.
You
better
do the whole thing,
It's
man.
your girl, Lola B.
It's your boy King Shiz. You already know who it is, man.
You
Y'all do
better
your
tell
own
them to
show.
put some respect on my name. Period. That was dry.
He good.
Well, I'll let y'all do your own ring entrance like the boxers when they come in. You know?
On some WWE shit.
Right? Nah.
Cook.
He said only boxing.
I don't know about the WWE.
Cook.
Man, I grew up on that, so I'm a rock.
Oh, you still rocking with it? You would
Nah,
WWE?
no.
What's that?
No.
WrestleMania?
More
Still do WrestleMania?
The Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
NWO?
Austin.
Nah, none of them. I'm the original.
I got there late for a year, but I don't really rock with it. I know it's fake. But anyways, y'all, we back. We back for another week. We're gonna do some album reviews this week. I hope everybody did their homework. You know, but yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think I did any homework. I
know you did. We've been going at it for some of these albums. We haven't really talked about them all, but I know
Somebody do their homework though?
Yeah,
We'll see.
We gonna see. But you know, we've been going at it about this Gibbs and this. What's it? Big Krit.
Yeah, Krit and Gibbs.
Krit and Gibbs. Yeah, we know they got the best albums of the year so far. Along with my man Boogie. You know, I'm gonna slide that in there real quick. But yeah, we're gonna do some album reviews today. We should probably just start off with the Gibbs.
He said he going right in.
I'm gonna let y'all go with the Gibbs. I'm gonna save it for last so I can just see how y'all feeling about it. Cause
Okay.
y'all know it's a real personal, sentimental thing. This album.
Yeah, I think Gibbs' album was pretty good. I feel like it could be album of the year. It's up there. It's one of those nominees, is the expression that we keep using. But he got a lot of tracks on it. I think Madlib is the one who gives him that next level when it comes to his production. So like he just pairs up well, right, with him as a rapper.
Dynamic duo.
Madlib is just like, oh man, I got you. Come on, let's go in the studio and let's get it in. And he had a lot of tracks on there. The whole album flows. It
Definitely flows.
sounds
I didn't
like-
skip.
no
No
skips.
skip. No
I
skip.
didn't skip.
Was it? Did
Yeah,
you
that's
not
the
skip
market.
because you felt like you were
'Cause I
listening to the
wanted to.
same song?
No.
It felt like it was all the same song because it was such good production from beginning to end.
Or did it just feel so great?
It flowed.
Okay,
I like the flow.
I got you.
And personally,
I'm
I
with
had
that.
never listened to Gibbs before, and I enjoyed it. I like his flow.
Yeah.
The vibes that he was giving me, like I told y'all earlier, like Eclipse, kind of Jadakiss. Some of the stuff I can't put my finger on it, but he was
That's some elite shit.
yeah, he gave me those kind of
Saying
vibes,
some
and
great
I liked
names.
it. Yeah, so I liked it.
Okay.
Y'all got any takeaways? Any favorites?
I mean, I like the Flat Tummy T. I like Giannis. What's the one in the beginning? I'm trying to remember.
Freestyle shit.
Was that it?
That's my
Yeah.
joint that first caught my
I mean,
eye.
there's an intro and then there's freestyle
And then
shit.
yeah,
He
there's
just,
an intro and then
started
there's
off
freestyle.
What's the one he's like, on and on and on.
That's freestyle shit.
That's it. See, there
I
you
want it
go.
all. What he said? I want it all, nigga. All so.
Hey.
Yeah.
See, yeah. But I like most of them. I think with situations, I think it's called.
Situations is
See, there's a lot
Yeah,
of them.
Situations is
I
a
like
lot.
them, man.
It's a
He
lot.
had a good little album, man. And that was my first time listening. Black folks always gotta say little something, little this. Your little album.
Your little
Got a
album was
little
good.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna call it. It's a big album for me.
Ooh,
It's a big album.
big album.
Yeah. I mean,
Big props.
for them two. Hey, Madlib is like a goat, man. To me, he's like one of the last from that Dilla squad.
You
So,
said a goat.
oh, he's a goat. He's a goat. I mean, when you linked up with Jay Dilla,
But
you
can we
automatically
call him
in that.
a goat when
He one of the best
people
producers.
don't really know who?
But a lot of people don't know a lot of people that's behind a lot of great work.
You said Madlib. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying Gibbs. Okay.
No,
That's
I
fine.
mean-
we can go with Madlib then.
I'm not gonna jump the gun and call Gibbs a GOAT, of course, but
Yeah, that's-
of his generation right now, Gibbs is he's a sleeper, but he's doing his thing. To me, he's like Nipsey and Krit. Like they do great work, but it just goes, it doesn't get recognized.
Yeah, Bandana it's a good album. They put me on. It's kind of like how we said about Nipsey, right? And how Victory Lap for
Right.
people like myself who come from, who aren't listening to this artist growing up. is now like, oh shoot, this is dope. Let me go back and listen. So I went back and listened to Pinata. Like, this is another one. This is good as well. I mean, I think Bandana was better than Pinata, but Pinata was still good.
Not like by a landslide, but it's just
just a little better. It just got better. A little their chemistry together got better. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I loved when Pinata came together. There was a lot of great features, a lot of great production on it. Madlib, he's like the king, one of the kings of soul sample, I'll say. And you know, he's from the 805, so I gotta show love. One of my favorite producers. But yeah, the project came together.
He's from where?
He's from Oxnard. So.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what area code is that?
It's like, tell the people.
That's I'm like, that didn't resonate with me whatsoever.
I know.
Well, go to the group chat, click on my name, and then hit the info, and you're gonna see the 805. Right. So I gotta go again.
But yeah,
we'll check back.
Bandana was good.
Bandana was good.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I loved it, man. There's a lot of good features on there. We got we got Pusha T on there for sure. We got Black Dot. We got Mos Def. I feel like I may be missing somebody. But I mean, Pusha T on there. That Palm was it?
Talk about it, man. Keep going.
Yeah. The Pusha T feature on it was great. Killer Mike on there.
He been waiting for this, y'all. He been waiting to talk about this Gibbs, man.
The album is nuts, man. I'm happy about it. I'm happy Gibbs getting his just due. He's making his rounds right now. That's respect. But that's my dude. I've been rapping with Gibbs since Miseducation of Freddie Gibbs. That's the joint where he mixed up. He got like the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
That's funny that he did that. That's why as soon as you said the title,
I know, me too. I was like,
okay. Yeah, you know, Midwest cat. He out in Cali now, so definitely Miss Hill vibes. Yeah, but Gibbs, he gives you a mixture of everything. But I think this album is definitely a rapper's, album. He's definitely a rapper's rapper. We got bars.
Sentences.
Yo, I gotta stop for a second because Lola out here on her hot girl summer. Y'all see her out here with her little gray sundress on with their little nails. What color are they today, Ali?
Hot
I'm gonna let you have a hot pink one. I'm not gonna
I just remember.
Yeah, so he's going back and forth because he's colorblind about the fuchsia and the whatever.
Yeah, I'm not really a scholar on the pink, so I'm gonna let you have it.
Sure.
Yeah, she on her hot girl summer. She out here breaking people's hearts and stuff, but I had to call that out real quick. Just to,
let's bridge back to business.
Let's
bridge back to business, man. What's your grade?
Gotta make sense up.
What's your grade?
I give him a 4.5 out of 5.
That's cool. I like that. I can go with that.
I would go with a 4.5 out of 5 too.
You can go with a 4.5.
That's making me want to move my score up just so I'm not tied with B.
Oh.
Why is that?
I will do a 4.4.
What about you don't want to be like me?
Abort.
Nah, we 4 out of 5.
No smoke.
Well, 5 out of 5.
Of course.
You can go with 5, straight 5s.
I want all of it. All of it. What did he say?
I want all nigga.
I don't know why I keep trying to say something, but it's all good.
Everything on there was dope. Nothing on there I skipped.
Yeah, I don't have to skip anything.
Yeah, that's
good job, Gibbs.
Good job.
It's a 4 out of 5, but
it's solidified.
Maybe I'm gonna let it, marinate a little longer.
Okay.
And it could go to 5, maybe as I listen to it more.
Continue to listen in.
Well, then continue to
Sure will. Sure.
But yeah, thank you, Gibbs. Thank you, Madlib, for that great piece of work. They said they got a lot more work coming, so I'm ready for that.
Boom. I'm with it. I'm here for it. Ain't that what they say? I'm here for it.
You here for it, yeah. What you doing now? What's her name?
Boom.
Zaza.
Yo, she got something crazy every day, man. Her and my little dude with the waves.
Big Pill.
Yeah, Big Pill. Her and Big Pill. Cool. Hey, Big Pill, they retweeted me like a couple weeks ago, so.
Oh, that's dope.
I feel like a little kid.
You on now?
Yeah, it's my dude, man. So,
cool.
But yeah, what other albums we got up there? We have the.
What's the other one?
Well, we got the Krit.
Yeah.
These are 2 album of the year contenders right here.
Okay. Big Krit. Krit is here. Okay.
Krit is here. Krit. Now, to me, the Krit album. To me, that was Gibbs' best album, and this is Krit's best album. I think.
Okay.
Krit's here.
Okay.
I feel like it's his
Yeah, this. I'm just now getting hip to Krit. Like I've heard his name all the time, and my boy some of my cousins, some of my close friends were like, man, you need to listen to Big Krit. You know,
Right.
Krit, he's from the country, from the South, but he got bars, man. Don't sleep on him. Don't let him fall between all them up north rappers you like to listen to and all the mainstream rappers that you listen to now. He's dope.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, man, let me just give it a chance. You know, at this point, new album drop. Let me get that thing, Apple Music. Put them in there. And I was like, man, no skips. Another no skip. We was talking about Gibbs, but I was like, this whole Krit is fire. Like, he got the Believe. He got, and I gotta lead with the other tracks first on purpose, and I hold that in my back pocket. He got the Believe on there. He got the, what's the joint that I love? Energy. I need your energy. Light up. Then he got the joint with Yellow Beezy,
right?
And Make It.
I do like the Yellow Beezy feature, man.
Yeah, that's fire.
I've been on Yellow Beezy ever since I seen him come out with Earl Spence. I was late, but
and I need to listen to a little more Earl. I'm just starting to dabble into a lot of
Earl's
stay
a
on
boxer,
track.
man.
Huh?
The boxer Earl Spence.
Yeah, but why I feel like I keep hearing you say Earl Spence? Like,
Oh, he's a boxer. He's just like hot right now.
Like-
He's doing his thing.
but I feel like I keep hearing like he. Never mind.
You
Earl
seen
Spence
him.
keep boxing.
You seen him, but like
I have.
he
I
like
just
one of the
thought
top
you
boxers.
said it. Like I heard you say his name a couple times,
And with the
and maybe it
context,
was
you said
in
it,
reference
just
to boxing,
Oh,
but
yeah.
because of him being around hip hop and the culture, maybe
Right.
that's why you keep saying his name around me. But I don't
Perhaps.
know.
I got late on Yellow Beezy. I didn't really see him and notice him until he brought Earl Spence out to the ring. So
Gotcha.
that's my fault. I should have been up on that.
But the Prove It joint on there with Krit and my favorite rapper J. Cole. If you believe in me, prove it. Like
Right.
I feel that in my soul. Like that's another one of those tracks where, like I'm at the gym and I need
Right.
to get another mile in or
That's it.
2 miles,
Yeah.
whatever. That's the song I'm gonna put on. Or if I'm down and I need to like pump myself up, because a lot of people tell you that they're there for you or that they believe in what you're doing, like this podcast, this show, but they ain't really believing in you. They're just doing a lot of lip service, right? So when they say that, I'm like, man. That hook is just crazy. Like it speaks to my heart. So that's probably my favorite one on it. And then I like the Mississippi joint at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dope little track. So I don't know, man. I gotta look at Lola.
I already
We're gonna pick on Lola.
I'm about to go ahead and put it out there for all of y'all, you guys. I didn't finish my homework. I'm not gonna say I didn't do it.
I'm such a brother. Because
He
when I
is.
went, look, and I kind of like stopped.
Because he was
I
like,
was like,
and he's
oh,
like,
I'll put her out
right.
there.
He was like, I'm about to. He was like, do I? I don't know. So I'm gonna just put it out there, guys. I didn't finish my homework. That's the only album that. That's the only album that I did. I am cooked, y'all. Finished.
Disappointed. Man.
That's the only one that I didn't get to listen to. But I'm gonna listen to it
She
as soon
needs
as this go off. I am.
Soon as I'm done
As
taping
soon as I'm
it.
done, I'm listening to it. I promise.
You had like 3 weeks.
Son.
We let these things marinate.
Son.
3 weeks,
There
man.
we go. It's time to box.
Don't.
Earl Spencer. We just talking about Earl, right?
Don't do that. Don't even make me go there because I'm really not trying to go there with you today. I'm really not even trying to go there
Black
with you
women
today.
needs rolling of these Z's, man. Every D is
Remember the
like
hand?
every D is a Z now. Now the GIF is back. It's alive,
Yeah,
man.
it's a gift.
Is it? We still don't know because I hear equal people say
But y'all
chip
can
and
just
gift.
y'all just believe me.
What?
Believe me.
Here we go with the believe me.
Yeah, just believe me. There's a song on there called Believe. Yeah, but every time is my joint. Every time.
What else on there?
He got one joint on there with Rico Love, the obvious.
Yeah.
That's good too.
It reminded me of like a Drake type of vibe until the chorus went more deeper. Just like the dude singing the chorus,
What are
Rico
you
Love.
saying?
Okay.
Was that a shot?
Nah, no shots. No shots. I mean, I thought it was Drake, and then
Just
the more the chorus
melody
went,
and
I could
the
tell
way
like
he
it was a different
harmonizes
dude.
it.
Like, his style came into it a little more. I'm giving him a love because that joint is like
I got a number love.
Tupac. Right. Okay. Yeah. So High Beams on there.
Heavy
Was
D.
Heavy D.
Heavy D, bro.
Nah, Tupac. Well,
I'm going with
Heavy D
I know what you're saying.
originated it.
But did you
Love.
hear how
Tupac got
I
his
said
own
it?
thing,
Right?
boy.
Did
I
you
know
hear
what
how
you're
I
talking
said it though?
Tupac
She
got
was
his own
singing.
version of it. I'm sorry.
Right, but did you hear how I said it?
Rest in peace, to
R.I.P.
the king. But no, Tupac's my guy, so that's the first song that's gonna pop up in my head.
He's the best.
I'm sitting here with my dad. Yeah, he gonna bring up
He's
Heavy
the
D,
best.
but you over here bringing up Heavy D.
Sure.
Heavy D and the boys and shit. You know? So I know Heavy D. I know Heavy D. It's all right. But Wayne on the album too.
Yeah, he's a good tone there.
You ain't even listen to the album, man. I'm disappointed.
We're off that.
We still on it. We haven't finished the album.
No, we're off of that aspect.
Me and Shiz ain't giving our grades yet.
We're still on the album, but we're off me.
Well, yeah, we off you because you ain't listen, so we gotta do the grades.
Thanks.
We gotta do the grades.
He's cooking, man. He's cooking.
Don't encourage him. I'm really trying to get rowdy on camera, y'all. He be pushing it. He be pushing my buttons.
Every time she's like, one slither.
I'm telling y'all, one of these episodes, y'all just gonna see my hand go pop, and y'all gonna be like, oh. Y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna be like, shots fired. It's gonna be like back in the day with the color, the fuchsia, the white, the lines.
y'all know that's not gonna happen.
It's all up here. Solidified.
No
violence. No violence.
All love.
Really ain't no women over here. But
or
yeah,
men.
I give Krit.
I like that.
Give Krit like a. I think Krit's another. I'm gonna be a little hard today. I'm gonna give Krit a 4.5 too.
4.5. That's
I
cool.
want to
That's
give
not
him
really
a
that harsh.
4.7 ish because I like it a little
Give him
more
4.7
than
then.
Gibbs. But I think they're both good projects, and so I'm gonna keep him at 4.5 as well. I'm not giving him a 5.
All right. Well, Lola, what you got on
It's not a Ari.
You got 5 on it?
She got a
nothing
link.
on it, man. She got no hands on it. Lola ain't got no hands on it.
I'll go with the majority.
She'll listen. She'll tell y'all later.
Come back to me.
Maybe she'll do
Come
her own little recording.
come back to me on that.
You're cooked.
Do a whole separate segment like, let me run this back for y'all.
I mean, I haven't given my grade.
He really hasn't. So what?
So she's got 4.5
What she get?
on it. You got 4. I got 5 on it.
Okay.
Cool. I got 4.5 on it. No, you got 4.5 on it. I got 5 on it. Lola ain't got nothing on it, so
He driving you into.
we're gonna move on to the next one. But thank you, Krit. Yeah, thank you, Krit, man.
I can take it.
You can take it. You good?
It's all
I'm gonna stop messing with you. I think she's
No, it's all good.
We getting love out of it today. He dropped 2 5.
Two great albums
already.
2 great albums, man. Two of my favorite albums that came out in 2019, along with my man Boogie. Everything's for sale. You know I gotta plug him in there. West Coast stuff right there. But yeah, everything's for sale. But yeah, 2 5s. I'm giving out 2 5s today. I'm like,
okay.
You know, I'm a tough critic, but
Sure
you give out great stuff. I'm a
Listen,
recognize.
ladies and gentlemen, this man, he's giving out 5s.
It's
5s.
It's solidified.
Yeah,
It's solidified.
It's solidified, and this guy is handing out
It's
5.
a 5 for me, dog. And so, what else we got? We got some R&B down there too.
We do got some R&B. We got Daniel Caesar.
Oh,
Jack Daniel Caesar, man. It's a touchy subject, man.
Even though he's still canceled, but
He's canceled for sure.
He's canceled for sure.
But he has a chance at redemption, though, right?
but why? Why is he cooked though?
He's cooked because he did some.
Follow this guy.
He did some raccoon things. He's a Canada cat, so I don't know what's going on up there. No disrespect to Canada.
That took me out.
You know,
you a coon, bro.
we in the United States of America, and we deal with, we experience a lot of things as black folks. So I don't know what's going on in Canada, but Daniel Caesar.
Oh, he's from Canada?
Yeah, he's from Canada.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, he's from Canada.
He's new to my catalog, so.
I mean, he's dope. I can't take nothing from him, man. Everything he's put out. Yeah, artistry as an artist, he's dope. Consciously, I wish he would, give somebody a call so he can get some mentorship.
So he can get some mentorship.
For his
the
brand,
boy needs
man.
guidance.
The boy needs guidance, man. You always got to check in with your people, man.
The boy needs guidance.
You got to tap in with your folks. You gotta be loved by your own first before you can go anywhere. So
well, why you say that though? What did he say?
Oh, he said some chick said something, and he was like trying to defend her, and he was like,
yes, Jules, I believe is.
Yeah, we're not gonna publicize all that, man. You missing out, man. We're not supposed to publicize
part of the game, baby.
Right?
Just in case.
Yeah, whatever, But
like I ain't giving
no love to no
press.
Right. No culture vultures get no love on the show. Gotcha. But yeah, he was just saying that white people have been mean to us in the past, and we just gotta get over it and keep it moving. And like that's the wrong thing to say to black people. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Especially when
you can't approach it like that, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Like you're probably your major fan base.
We need to stop being mean to white people.
Right.
Like we need to stop like provoking them.
All right.
Well,
I'll make a comment on this because he still cooks because don't do that, bro. Right? Don't do that, man. But I understand where you're coming from, right? I understand, and I'm sure a lot of people will understand what he's trying to say. But it's all about how you say things, man, and it's timing. There's a lot of things to it, man. Like, don't defend somebody who's being stupid, right? As in the person you don't want to name on the show anymore. But
I don't even know who that is. I'll just
don't put your brand on the line for this other person when the way that person said it isn't probably exactly the way you meant your statement. So his statement, in my opinion, is like, hey, I'm hanging out with these people. These are the type of people I'm around all the time. I love everybody. I love no matter what race it is. And I feel like we all feel the same way in here. We all have friends from different ethnicities, right? And he wants you to treat his friends, who happen to not be African Americans, with some love, right? But he feels like they're not getting any love. And we're bridging the gap we're bringing the gap even further apart, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you're gonna try to find a way to bridge the gap and be that person, don't be the guy who puts his brand on the line, and I'm gonna repeat it. Don't be the guy who puts your brand on the line when the other person was not saying what you were saying. That's it. And I'll let it go there, but he wasn't trying to be the bad guy, but he is now, and it's official. So went on a little rant there, got a little lost, but I had to bring it back. Make sure that people understand that we want harmony amongst different races. We want that. We want everybody to be happy, but there's just a time and a place, and there's a way you say things. Like your mama used to tell you, right? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's to me what happened.
To give him the benefit of the doubt,
I still live by that.
He did say he said he was drunk while he was
I think that's a way to.
But when you're drunk, you gotta speak your truth.
He sounded just fine. He didn't sound like he was slurring or he was overly drunk.
Right. He said what he said, and he meant what he said.
That. That's just a way to put a disclaimer on.
Correct. To try to clean it up a little bit. Like, ooh, that's not really like. Yes, it is. You said what you said, and you meant what you meant. Own it.
Yeah, he's cooked, man. He's finished. But the album.
The
album was a goddamn
The album is fire.
The album is great. I'm upset that he said what he said. Yeah, you okay on it? But you okay on it?
It's so vibey.
I don't say it's bad. I just think it's okay. Like I don't think that he's that great of anything.
See, I think he's an amazing singer, artist, writer, all that. But
he's a jazz lounge singer.
I'm upset that It's just disappointing that his ideas aren't his ideas. Like
he's like Jhené Aiko. To me, he's like a jazz lounge singer. Like he's one of them guys. Like,
so Jhené's not a beast.
I didn't say that.
Jhené gives me.
Well, yeah, he's not a beast to me. I think he's a good singer. He's a good artist, but
Jhené
Aiko's not a beast either.
She's a beast.
My favorite
She's a good artist.
With him and her.
I like her.
She's a beast.
Have you heard Best Part? It's not on this album. It's on his first one. Yeah, with her. That's my favorite song.
Her from the Bay too.
Her. Yeah, I'm not even talking about her. I'm talking about Daniel Caesar.
That's on Fruity.
It's on the first one. I never heard it. Yeah, I'll go back and check it out.
Are you even qualified to?
Yeah, because if
who said that?
Because if this joint is fire right here, like if y'all are calling this fire, and then I'm listening to it and I'm like, damn, every song sounds like the same song to me.
But maybe you don't connect with the artist yet.
I really don't want to connect with him now.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Like I said, it's disappointing.
You don't get any extra help from me.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject for me because
Okay, he said what he said.
How you was killing Megan Thee Stallion, and she's part of the culture.
But see,
he's cooked. 1 out of 5.
You better come back with the stats.
1 out of 5.
You better come back with the stats. He was trying to cook my girl, and I ain't forget about that.
I do 2 things though.
He's a 3.
I do 2 things though.
Early because
I got my grade for you in the streets, and I got my grade for you on the beats. So on the beats, Daniel Caesar is A1 steak sauce. But in the streets, he's finished, man. He's done. He's done. But everybody should have their own chance of redemption, though. So he should be able to redeem himself and get some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and maybe like come back and be like, whatever I did was whack, and I'm down for the culture now. Maybe he get some education in himself. But outside the music, he's finished. He's done. He's cooked. All the above. But with the music, that album to me was a 5. Just like his first album was a 5. He makes great music. He got Brandy on the album.
I like complexities.
I like everything on the album. He got like some Music Soul Child type vibes on the album. He got some.
He got J. Cole on the album?
No, J. Cole's not on the album.
Yes, no? He's not.
You're looking at the wrong.
Oh, I am?
What you doing, man?
Oh.
Come on.
He's checking the notes early.
Come on, son.
To my two.
Did you listen to the Daniel Caesar album?
First of all, I told y'all I listened to it when it first came out, so don't even do it.
I'm ahead of you.
But I took mad notes on these album reviews, and I left them at work, y'all. My bad.
B, I'm not gonna cook you today because I like you, B. I'm not gonna cook you today, man.
Cause I've only listened to it once, so I
If it
don't
wasn't
know.
you, you'd be getting
I don't
cooked.
know the songs by heart and stuff like that. So when I was just looking and I said J. Cole, I just thought that I could zone in for shiz. Like, hey, you got your man in there. But I don't know the songs by name and stuff like that.
3 out of 5.
Okay. Well, I'm done.
That's not bad. That's me.
He got Pharrell production on the
My
album.
donkey today.
Pharrell production on the album.
Said him like down the other day.
No, you're not Donkey
I
of
don't
the Day.
care about that.
Charlotte, Donkey of the Day is.
Maybe somebody.
There's a lot more donkeys out there right now. You got the man Epstein and all them clowns. They donkeys is
A lot going on.
I mean, Daniel Caesar can probably get Donkey today, still to this day, because for what he said. But that album was so good. I need to have a talk with you, bro.
That album was so good. We need to sit down.
We gotta talk. If you still have the same opinions, then your album is a 0 out of 5. But at this point right now, I'm gonna give you a 5 out of 5 because I'm gonna just respect the skill set. It's just like Floyd Mayweather. I was talking to my boy the other day. Like he be killing Floyd for his.
I'm gonna give you a 3.
Yeah, he be killing Floyd for like his off the field, out the ring type stuff. But in the ring, Floyd's a 5. Right? Yeah. Outside the ring, there's a lot of stuff that can be said about the man. But at this point, I'm just going with the track list. Case Study 101 was a 5 for me.
Okay.
But you still cooked. You still could be a raccoon in my book.
What you
so
give
we
it?
gotta talk.
I'm going to give it a 4 or 5.
Okay, that's cool. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have? You had 3. That's cool. That's cool.
Some great
I'm
sound.
not even gonna debate.
He said, "Let's move on." I didn't want to talk about this. I don't want to spend no more time on this no more. Moving on. Let's move on to J. Cole, man. J. Cole and Dreamville.
Okay.
The Dreamville album, I really enjoyed that album.
The Dream is 3.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that album. He had a lot of good features on it.
Yes.
A lot of people that I listened to, and he brought them out and just gave them some.
Under the sun with my man the baby. How it gonna be? What's the ad lib for the baby?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Like you hesitate.
Wait.
Boom.
Boom.
Zaza.
I'm not gonna stop doing that.
It had all the Charlotte heads on it. That was a dope little track. It had all the North Carolina folks.
And when I was listening to his album on the way here, that Dreamville album, and when I heard the baby, I said, okay.
Baby in the beginning just came out. I know it's bad. He was like, what?
It did, and I was just like,
What you doing on here? That's probably what you was thinking.
Okay.
Check you out. Cole heard it.
Cole know what's up though, man. His whole label is legit.
There's a lot of tracks I like on this joint.
Yeah, I like everything.
It flowed. I only skipped one song.
I'm giving out a lot of good grades.
I skipped one song where it was a lot going on.
Wells Fargo. Yeah.
It is Wells.
And you know what's funny? I like that song with Jid and all. Like I think in Earth Gang, like they're turned up, so they're like, like that. I don't know the words yet, but I love the energy on it. But is it one of those structured songs? No.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
It seems like that was just one of those organic tracks that they were just playing around.
Yeah.
And I watched the documentary the other day of the making of Revenge of the Dreamers 3, and all of them were like in the booth just turning up and wilding out. And it was just like, oh shoot, we gotta make sure that one makes the album because there was just a lot of organic energy in there.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah,
I should though, because I like everybody on Dreamville.
Like Cole was like struggling to like find his creative nature because he had 2 hats that he was wearing, like being the boss for the first 1 or 2 days. I think he said he couldn't even write because he was just trying to make sure everything was set up. The whole studio was good because they rented out like I don't know some ridiculous amount of studios inside of this building. So he just wanted to make sure everybody was able to get in their creative flows, and then day 3 or 4, then he started jumping on stuff. People stealing beats. It was fun. It was a good little documentary.
I love it. Yeah.
They had a lot of tracks on it. What you think?
I enjoyed it. It flowed. Like I said, that was the only song I skipped, so I was able to. Okay. I vibe.
What's a couple of them names on there? I don't got them on the top.
Features or the records?
Just the names of the records, because that'll help me bring back to
I know you like Down Bad with Jid.
Down Bad. Yeah. Oh, that was fine. In the beginning because that was one of the singles that they released.
Right.
When I first heard it, I was
that's the one I like. Ladies.
Oh, that's fine.
T.I. on there?
And I like it.
I like that one. The joint with Ari, my girl Ari.
Yeah, on the swoop.
Yeah. That's a good record right there.
That's hard. Then there's one with Oh Wow. She got a big Oh Wow.
Swerve, yeah.
Oh Wow. I think it's called Oh Wow something. It's like
Oh Wow,
7 or 8.
Oh Wow.
That's the joint game.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good project.
Oh Wow. She got a big Oh Wow.
Yeah.
I'm saying when you go listen to it in the car, you're like, that's why shit is like this one. Yeah.
It's smooth, man.
There's a couple tracks on there.
Ari
killed it. All the ones with Ari in there.
Ari killed it. My girl Mariba in there killing it like she always do.
Ari, you solidified for real. Like
she is.
You the new age like Erykah Badu.
That's my girl.
Like
and her
and you got your own
personality.
lane with
I just started following her on Instagram, and she's
like super normal.
Super normal.
Like if she's walking by, we might miss her. Like
Correct.
Even though we know her face,
and she would probably be shocked if
her.
somebody was shocked to see her. She'd be like, she'd be like, what?
I'm just saying, like, because she's not extra, like, as far as, like, her personality.
I ain't gonna miss her.
That's his goddess over there.
You see how he stopped? He said,
hey,
that was some Bill Jones vibes.
Give your man a follow, man. Give your man a follow on the gram.
Yeah, I love her. Her Instagram is everything.
Slide in my man Ollie's
her personality, her everything. She's so non-Hollywood. Like, here's me in my bathing suit. Just like, she lit.
But she did good on there. Omen did good on there a little bit as well. What else?
Yeah, I think he did his thing on there. You know, Self Love is like one of my favorites.
Self Love was solid. That was solid too.
Mariba is on there, man. Mariba is like one of the dopest like female artists.
I started listening to her project, and I need to finish it. But when I listened to like the first 3 or 4 tracks, I was like, okay, I like this. But I don't know what we were listening to at that point, but I had to go away from it because I had to listen to something else. There's so much content in the digital streaming era that it's crazy. But Middle Child's on there, like he threw that in there too, so it helps when. So it's a good project.
Ty Dolla Sign on that thing.
That's a good one. What's the name of that one?
What Ty?
Yeah.
Got Me.
I
think Ari. Oh damn, jacking up my mic.
Yeah, that one.
Break it.
Yeah, Ari on there too. So
taking out that aggression on the mic, man.
Man.
And they got Reason and Cause on the West Coast Connection on there. So
it's a good project. I'll throw my rating out ahead of time. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm not gonna give it. It's not on a level of like the Gibbs or the Gibbs or the Krit. It's not on that level. Whereas those are like 4.5 teetering to 5s, like jumping over 4.7.
So this is like a solid 4.
This is a 4. I mean, and I might say 3.8, 4. The reason why I say that is because it's not. I'm cold. I love Dreamville. I love the artist, right? I like Jid a lot. Earth Gang is starting to grow on me a little bit. Boz and Kaz are good, right? Omen solid and Ari's amazing, right? But I feel like there was a lot of people, like Dreezy was on it. She did a good job. I can't remember what track that was. There was a lot of good features that jumped on it. I don't feel like the project was like overly mastered. I think it was like, okay, this is the great things that we had from the session that we had. It flows pretty solid, but it's not mastered. It's just a good compilation of all of us having a good time in the studio. The Dreamville sessions, right? Or the what did they call them? Dreamville sessions or Revenge,
something like that.
Revenge sessions or something.
I think it's Dreamville.
It's not whatever,
man. So much stuff.
It's Revenge of something.
Yeah, it's Revenge of the Dreamers 3, but I'm trying to remember what they called the sessions, but it's on a documentary. But anyway, I digress. Perhaps. I say 4 for that reason, for all those reasons.
I say 4.
I I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll do it a 4 on that one. For me, that album is like a big like festival album. It's got a lot of features on it.
It's a great
Right. You know, it's like something you go to a little festival in Cali. You got all the artists out there doing their thing. What I like about Cole is that he really puts on a lot of dope artists. Man. Like his whole label is legit. Like Luke, J.I.D., Baz, Ari. What's that? You got bars?
You got bars? You got bars?
Yeah, everything, you know, the whole label that he has going on over there is pretty dope. So he got my man Buddy on the album. Got Guap Dad 4000 on the album. Guap Dad is hilarious on Instagram. So he really put people on the album that don't really get recognition and it's kind of doing their thing, create their own lane. And I like Cole for that. He's like he's another rapper's rapper. Like he's a real cat. And you know, we just appreciate him for what he does, what he adds to the culture. You know, he just keeps it real. He doesn't like try to make it go Hollywood. For sure. He doesn't sell what will sell. He sells what he likes, like what he respects as being good. So I can appreciate that.
He's selling no fabricated joints.
Word. Ain't nothing funny. You know, I ain't gotta say nothing.
Cole is that dude, man. And then let's not forget about the little Kendrick vocals that we heard on the album.
Under the Sun.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for the Kendrick album, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. I'm gonna
we'll let Kendrick, bake in the oven a little bit longer before he releases that thing.
Right. I'm expecting it though, man.
It's coming.
King of hip hop right there. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna leave that alone.
See me, I'm not.
He's like, I'm not.
We're gonna
walk in that door.
He trying.
Yeah, we're not even gonna open that door.
Who's next?
Yeah, 4 out of 5 for that album.
Okay. So we're on the same page.
On that one, yeah, okay.
And then Chris Breezy gave us another long ass album.
Indigo!
Yeah, he gave us another long project. I actually like this one better.
This one's way better than that Heartbreak Moon. What the hell was it called?
Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
Right.
45 tracks.
Yeah.
45 records.
This one is Indigo, and it was like 30.
It was like 38 or something.
32. It was lower.
It was still a lot, but I like this one.
He trimmed the fat. I like this. Yeah, I like this project a lot.
I did too.
I've actually been waiting to talk about this one a lot. This is the one.
What is it?
How many records? 32.
Yeah,
32.
32. This is the one, man. I don't know, man. I like the All on Me track on there. I like, of course, No Guidance with Drizzy. I like the Indigo. I like, there's a lot of tracks that I like on here. Red. There's a lot of songs. Like Breezy did his thing. He wasn't really afraid. But the only thing that, he's not afraid to put out a lot of content, obviously. But the only thing I'm afraid of is when sometimes he starts to do that, there's a bunch of songs that sound alike. Like, you might like this one, or you might like that one, but you're like,
They don't really get the shine that they deserve because, like how I mentioned to you about
I just think they sound alike.
They do. That's what it is. They do. So it's like, it's difficult for me to like it individually because it sounds just like the two I just heard before. So it just all kind of starts to merge in with one another. Yeah. And it's like, nothing is really separating themselves from these other. Now, are they all great pieces of work? I thought it was a bomb project. And I'm a Chris Brown fan. Period. Of his artistry, of his talent overall. Definitely Team Breezy, but I don't particularly care for the longer albums.
I'm with you.
Pretty much for that sole reason, because I just think that things would get the more shine and the more credit that they deserve when you can really focus more and pay attention more. Because after a while, when you're making the same type of music, it starts to run all together, and you start to kind of lose sight of it.
Give me 15 to 18 cuts.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Right.
Focus, but yeah, I like probably like out of the 32, probably like 24 to 25 of them, which is a good number for a large album like that. Like, I didn't have to skip on the project because I like the song and I like Chris Brown, so it's kind of a cheat code. Like, all right, I'm gonna give you more of a chance than I probably give other artists like your boy Daniel C. Y'all's boy Daniel C.
Y'all's man, he ain't our man.
I'm happy he made his album real short because it made it easier for me to get through it, but. Breezy, this was a good project. He did a great job from beginning to end. He got my man Trigger on there.
Yeah. Trigger.
My man on come on, with the little sex joint. As soon as it came on, I was like, this song's mad dirty. I was like, and I didn't even know who was the feature yet. I was just letting the album play in the car, and then I was like, it sounds like something Trey would be on, like something nasty Trey would say, like he might have wrote the song. And then guess who starts singing on the second or third verse? I was like, oh, and it's about sex, and he's cursing out of it. You know, he be on some "I'm fucking you on the stove," like that's him. That's straight. So I was like, all right, but I like almost all of the songs on there. I like the 24, 25, like I said, out of 32. So I probably give him like a 4.5 on this one for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, Lola? What you got? What you got on it?
In the final analysis.
She said it's too long, Chris.
In the final analysis, it is rather lengthy for my liking. I'm going to give my guy. I'm gonna still give it a 4. I'm gonna still give it a 4 because it was still it was a good project, and that's just that aspect. I don't want to take away from how I feel about it. So I mean, it was still a good piece of work. It was still a good project. My guy still did his thing, just too long. So I'm gonna still give my guy a 4. It's deserved.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, this guy.
And you, sir?
For me,
and you, sir? And you,
well,
sir?
And you, good gentleman.
I really like Chris Brown, man.
Distinguished gentleman.
I like C Breezy.
What is your phone?
Brisk Breezy, you said, huh?
Yeah, I like Brown, man.
Take all the gang affiliations out.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that today.
Brisk Breezy.
We're not gonna get into that today.
But you know,
respect him and call him Brisk Breezy. Okay.
Brisk Breezy, you know, I seen him in the guidance video. He was really.
I saw that he was real great.
You know, he's representing a lot. So, but you know, we're not gonna touch on that. You know, I don't deal with that on the show. But
it's reality.
Yeah, I don't really get into all that. You know, I don't get into the politics. But
we just say what's going on.
Musically, like the album, I really like the Come Together record with her. Her is one of my favorite lady artists out there.
Oh, we gotta talk about that. I'm sorry, I'm happy you have the little track list in front of you, so you can remind me.
That was one of the first
track list.
No, I do my
That's
thing.
the joint where he took the Nelly beat, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's not
the Nelly beat. I don't think that's it.
Yes, it is.
It could be. I don't know.
Yes, it is. It has that like harmony that I think that is that one.
Perhaps.
It's
not
the Nelly
grinding
beat.
though. It's not the grinding
Soon enough is, or sorry enough is the grinding beat. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah,
That's the one I was thinking about.
Can I do my review?
It is the
Okay.
Can I do my review?
You have the floor.
You got it, brother.
All right. So, Indigo was a very long album.
Bring my laptop next time.
Indigo was. Where you gonna put that?
Where you gonna put that?
Go ahead, brother.
Laptop. Yeah. All right. So, Indigo was a very long album.
Laptop and black.
You know, there was a lot of different vibes on there. Yeah, you know, Chris Brown is
Let that man speak.
he's a very versatile artist. So he's got many different vibes. I feel like this album had all of his different vibes on it. But me personally, I may want to hear one vibe on one project and then another vibe on another project and another vibe on another project. So for me, he had a lot of good different vibes on here. They were very good.
Can we land the plane?
We're gonna land the plane. I personally would give it like a 3.9, 3.8, but we're gonna round up and give him a 4 because that's how the numbers work. And I like Brown, but the album is very long, man. I would like Daniel Caesar's album was 10 songs. I could have went with like 12 songs of a certain vibe, and then maybe like another project in a couple months with a different vibe, and then another project in a couple months with another vibe, just to let us know that you got all these different vibes, but. I feel like a lot of people are not gonna get through 32 songs.
Is that vibe though?
That's why I think it deters people.
Yeah, not me because I like the
That's
music.
what you were saying. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Speak on that a little bit more because we were chatting about that earlier.
We were. I think the longer albums deter people from wanting to listen to it. It's gonna intimidate you unless it's like a favorite artist and you're looking forward to it. Right. Where it's like that person is solidified for me, so I don't care what they put out. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna be waiting for it and stuff like that. So if you're not already locked in like that with an artist, I feel like those longer albums will deter people because they're a little intimidated. You see an album, you're like, oh, I want to check it out, and you see it's like 40 songs. You're like,
it may take you a couple weeks to get into that.
Right, and then after a while, you start getting tired of it. Even if it's a good body of work, you start to lose sight, and you can't even really give a true, authentic opinion and really open up yourself to receive.
And then what else happens?
That good music.
What else happens? We're in the digital era, right? People keep dropping music every Friday.
It don't stop.
You forget
it
about
don't stop. Yeah, correct. And then you forget about it. You be like, all right, I'm gonna start listening to this, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to hear something else.
Right, quick.
You just ready for something else, and then the next thing you know, you got a whole half album that you didn't even finish.
I think we're all on there. I think I gave them a little more love just because I liked a lot of them.
I
just let that thing keep playing. I was like, damn, like I'm in the house cleaning, I'm dancing. I'm like, what the hell's going on in here? Yeah, that's how I knew it was good. I was just dancing, man.
I was just dancing,
sliding
around on the hardwood floor. Everything was just us.
He do everything. I was just dancing. You know, I got a little carpet upstairs, so it's a little easy.
Okay. It ain't easy to slide around on the carpet.
Yeah, when you got that little plush, little strands.
Not
the hard little project carpet.
Not the project carpet.
Not the flat carpet.
I don't know. When I was in a project, we ain't had none. We had.
That linoleum.
I don't even know what it was. It was just concrete.
Got that corporate office floor.
It was
got that
black.
department store floor.
No, it was just black and hard.
Got that Kroger floor.
It's a New York stuff.
Nah, don't know.
I don't know about all that. But
shout out to Kroger.
But yeah, them long albums, man, they begin to me, man. Them long albums is crazy. But one long album I did like was Dream's album last year. Wow.
I'm just playing now.
Wow.
Yo,
shots fired.
I'm just shooting. I'm just messing.
You are cooked.
I've just never been a Dream fan like that. Dream's cool though. He does a lot of good writing for other people in the background, but it's never been a big Dream fan. But like they'll say, hey, I'm not qualified to say that, but I'm a listener. So at the end of the day, you make the music.
I would say that you're not qualified to say that.
I don't.
You're disrespectful right now.
Saying about that. I'm a listener.
Dream is a legend.
So y'all know what song I love by Dream?
All of them.
I do like a lot of Dream songs when I think about it, but Purple Kisses and Sweat It Out.
Okay.
Those just popped in my head.
But yeah.
But yeah, you know.
But nah, I don't have no hate for Dream. Dream's a good. He's a good artist. And he's a good writer. He's a good creator. He's just not my guy. Once again.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that because this dude is wild. But anyways, man,
he's a real passion. Like that's
Dream
his cousin and shit.
I mean, it's family, man. When you make music like that, you family, man.
Oh my God.
We connected.
I connect with Dream music,
today,
man.
y'all. He
You're not
said,
playing.
You breaking backboards and shit to that?
Excuse me?
You breaking backboards to that Dream, huh?
Oh, wow.
You sweating it out?
Come on, man. Open up, man. Open up. The ladies want to know. You breaking backboards?
You breaking backboards?
You sweating it out? His cheeks started to get a little red.
You should have said headboards.
I said backboards.
You said backboards.
I'm
thinking about Shaq Diesel.
No, you weren't.
When you said backboards,
no, you
I
weren't.
saw you.
Backboard, baseboard, whatever.
Whatever, the baseboard, the backboard,
the floorboard.
You knocking the floorboards out.
I appreciate that.
Period. Are you sweating hairs out? Are you sweating weaves out? Are you sweating the natural
hair
hair out?
When the dream come on, man.
Enough.
When the dream come on, that's the vibes. I put the dream vibes on when I got the company.
Yes. So you saying yes?
To the dream for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Ladies. Ari Lennox. Slide in my man's DM.
Ari Lennox, you know, that's the queen.
I would say, don't go down the list. We're going to stick with Ari first. I thought you was going.
I've been on Ari since the beginning, man. I'm the #1 Ari fan.
Oh.
Y'all not even.
Yo, it's getting real in here.
No.
But yeah, that's the, we got any more albums?
He's too cool.
We're going to say the rest, man. Nas dropped this week, but we're going to meditate on that.
Yeah, we're going to meditate on that.
There's a couple, YBN, Corday. There's a couple people that drop. Chance drop. There's a lot of people, but we're going to hold them.
I've been telling folks about YBN, man. Corday, man. He's the truth.
Future.
Y'all better listen to the album.
Hold that. I want to let that. I want to kill that one. I loved it, but that's another day.
We'll save that. We'll save that. But that's it for the album reviews this week. We got a lot of albums to come out, but we like to sit on them a little bit just so we can give a fair, solidified review. Because you got to sit with these albums sometimes. So it's episode 7 right here, Solidified Podcast family.
It's your boy.
What if I did this and I didn't have the right fingers up?
I've been like,
what if I was like, or
fingers be bent and stuff.
Right, something stupid.
It's your boy King Shiz.
It's your girl Lola B.
It's Ali, man. Just have a little fun this this weekend.
We are solidified.
We'll be back with y'all. So tune in, keep rocking with us, show us some love. Appreciate y'all.
Solidified, baby.
Yeah, peace. Yo, it's Ali, Solidified Podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Definitely keep watching, subscribe, comment, let us know how y'all feeling. You know, we love the opinions. We'll keep rocking, man. Keep rocking with us and showing us love. We appreciate it. Peace.